Now up at 120 pounds, James Glass, Isaac Brown. On deck, Jason Knight and Will Paul. In the hole, Hunter Brown and Joe Baxter.
so we got some action underway on the JV side. We got Jace McKnight from Lewiston and Will Crow of Lakeland facing off. McKnight takes the first takedown. Crow quick to his feet. He's in on a shot, pretty deep on the leg. But McKnight's defense is, and McKnight ends up circling behind for the takedown. Another 3 points. He takes the lead 6-1 halfway through the first. McKnight looking for the half, hoping to maybe sink a pin here. Some team points, and yeah. We're gonna reset and put Crowell on bottom. Here, McKnight will take the advantage position. McKnight catches him on his back there for a split second, but Crowell quick to fight off and get out of near fall criteria, so no points there. Tough crossface there by McKnight. Going maybe cradle. Yeah. But defended really well by Crowell, taking that arm, putting it to the other side of his head. All right, score 6-1 at the end of the first, headed into the second. Jace McKnight wins the coin flip. He defers his decision to Lakeland, and Lakeland chooses bottom. This might be the best choice for Lakeland right now. He did get away pretty easy the first time. Hopefully he's probably looking to get another point here on the escape, reset it back in neutral, work his moves from their feet. Blocking hands is the call. Crowell will get 1 point off of a technical violation by McKnight. Crowell asking for blood time, bloody nose. He gets 5 minutes to stop the bleeding, and we need somebody out there to get that. So. During this time, we see McKnight over with Coach Devin Maddie. They're probably working some strategy here, trying to get McKnight the best position possible and coach him up on where he needs to improve and where he needs to get in on the legs, or just any scoring opportunities he can find. They're both pretty solid, top-bottom position, not much movement happening, but McKnight seems to have the advantage on their feet, taking 2 takedowns in the first period. All right, Crowell's back. He goes down in the center, reset. McKnight cranks on the arm there. Oh, boots in by McKnight, looking to leg ride. He's kind of fallen off a little to the side. He needs to reset his hips and get back on top, so he's out of the well, but. All right, boots out. McKnight going back to that cradle again. And, Crowell close to an escape there, but McKnight ultimately able to hold him down and keep solid position and prevent that escape from happening. Reset. Crowell fighting hands, and he's back up on his feet. 1 escape for him. Now it's a 1-score match. Crowell just has to get a takedown here, and he'll be back in it to send it overtime. Still only the second though, so plenty of time to go. Crowell in deep on a leg. McKnight goes chest wrap out of bounds. Oh, little kip up there. Right off the whistle, Crowell in on a leg. McKnight defending hard though, crossface there. Locks up a cradle on the far side. Still no score. There's a takedown and some near fall. And yep. 3 near fall awarded, putting McKnight up with the escape 9-4. So fighting hands. They're both looking for that collar tie here. Back in on a leg. He's having no trouble getting to the leg. It's finishing that he's having the issue here, but McKnight's defense is just incredible right now. Oh, he goes headlock. Illegal hold there. Another technical violation on McKnight. Crowell will be awarded another point there for the technical violation. He must have been awarded a takedown as well, as McKnight is starting on bottom. Not a whole lot of movement right now. Crowell works to get boots in. Lakeland pretty notorious for leg rides and cradles when they're on top. They were tied with, I want to say, no, it wasn't Sandpoint. They were tied for 3rd place last year at the state tournament. So they're a pretty renowned team in the area. Definitely one of the better ones in the state. McKnight goes headlock, big move. Another technical violation, illegal hold by McKnight. McKnight seems to disagree with the call, but that is another point for Crowell. And if McKnight gets in that position again, it will be 2 points awarded to Crowell. After that, it will be a disqualification. So he needs to be very careful about if he's locking his hands around the head or keeping it out of that illegal position. Crowell back in on a leg. Seems pretty comfortable here. Another chest strap by McKnight. Crossface, and he's back out. No score yet, and that'll be 3 for Crowell right there on the edge of the mat. So tie score here in the middle of the 3rd. If McKnight can get up to his feet and get an escape, he'll take the lead and be able to be less offensive throughout the rest of it. But if Crowell turns him here, Crowell will be awarded some near fall and potentially take the lead late in the 3rd. McKnight fighting hands on that half. Crowell very aggressive on top, working hard. To a bar. Looks like he's gonna get it to go. There's swipes. He'll definitely get points here, if not a fall. McKnight needs to really fight and try and get over to his stomach and score some points here. 20 seconds to go. McKnight off his back. Should be down by 4. 15 seconds to go. And there should be 2 more. Nope, not quite. Oh, McKnight goes spladle. 4 seconds to go. Misses it just barely. 2-point match. That was a great one. Such a barn burner. They're both great athletes and worked super hard the whole bout.
Now up at 138 pounds, Hunter Brown and Joe Baxter. On deck, Junior Moody, the tie tin cup.
Now we have Hunter Brown of Lewiston and Joe Baxter of Lakeland facing off at 138 pounds. Both immediately go to that collar tie position, ear to ear here. Kind of a 50-50. They both got the same moves out of it. So let's see who ends up making the most out of it. Baxter goes ankle pick there, misses it barely. Brown working that elbow on the far side. Fake there by Brown, hoping to get him to step and move, set up that shot. Still ear to ear. Baxter quit wrestling there for just a second, and Brown makes the most out of it, goes headlock. No score though. Brown able to recognize the flaw there and work away fast enough to where there's no score. Now Baxter in on a leg. Brown looking to crossface to get him off that leg so he can get behind and score his takedown of his own. And Brown is successful. He goes behind, locks up a cradle. Should be getting some swipes here. Should be at least 7 at this point. With the near fall, that will be awarded after the break loss. If not, a fall coming here soon. That is a tight, tight cradle by Hunter Brown. And a fall awarded.
That's some good stuff. I'm excited for what they have next.
Next up, we have Junior Moody and Ty Tin Cup at 175 pounds. Here you can see that little scramble they got into with the headlock. Great bout, honestly, by both wrestlers.
And Ty Tin Cup. This will be our last JV match.
Yeah, so this concludes our JV matches here. We have Junior Moody and Ty Tin Cup as our final JV bout.
Excited for what both of them have in store for us.
Junior Moody working the head and snaps. Oh, big double by Moody. Right to his back, big move. Moody looking for the fall here. Looks like he's gonna get it. It's a very tight hold he has there on Tin Cup, and there it is. A fall in just 26 seconds. Junior Moody looking very explosive there. Moving, getting to his shots, right to the back. Holding him there, getting the quick win. Junior very athletic there in that position. All right, that concludes our JV bouts, and we'll be back here for the varsity matches coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lewiston High School. We've got a real barn burner to do with tonight. As your Lewiston Bengals host the Lakeland Hawks. The energy in the gym is wild, and these wrestlers are ready to go. The Bengals are looking to put up a fight on the home mat, while the Hawks are seeking to steal the show. Let's give a warm welcome to our visiting team from Lakeland. And a big Bengal welcome to your own Lewiston wrestlers. Ladies and gentlemen,
all right, so we're back for the face-off between the Lakeland Hawks and the Lewiston Bengals, and we're going to start off with the national anthem here.
And now for the face-offs. At 215 pounds from Lakeland, Junior, Damon Holston. And from your Bengals, sophomore, Jacob Lewis. At 285 pounds from Lakeland, Junior, Ernie Steele. And from the Bengals, sophomore, Parker Bagley. At 98 pounds from Lakeland, Josiah Kunsey will be taking a forfeit.
So we got a big duel here between the number 1 and 2 ranked teams in our league, Lewiston Bengals and the Lakeland Hawks. The Bengals will be slight underdogs here tonight as the Hawks are coming off of a pretty big win from last year. Took 3rd at the state tournament and just a couple weeks ago ended up beating the Bengals by a pretty tight one at the 5A duels. A lot of exciting bouts tonight. I'm very excited about Jace Hendren and Jaron Knott, a little rematch coming up at 126. We also have Bryce Cuthbert bumping up to 215 to take on Damon Huddleston of Lakeland. So a lot of great kids here facing off. We have a ton of great bouts. Another rematch too that would be worth looking at is Gunnar Whitlock versus Cole Cooper. Cole Cooper took it in a tight one 2 weeks ago at the 5A duels. So we'll see if Gunnar made those adjustments and was able to get it back this week, and we'll see.
At 132 pounds, from Lakeland, senior Justin Baxter. And from the Bengals, sophomore Colin Roberts. At 138 pounds, from Lakeland, junior Cash Lowe. And from the Bengals, senior Wyatt Lane. At 144 pounds, from Lakeland, junior Cole Cooper. From the Bengals, senior Gunnar Whitlock. At 150 pounds,
I'm very excited
from
to see what
Lakeland,
Parker Bagley
senior
has.
Austin Howard.
He was really good last night.
And from the Bengals, sophomore CJ Wetzel.
Typically at that 150 spot, we have Mason Fowling, a sophomore. He bumped up this week to 157 because our varsity 157 usually is Cedar Betzel, who is currently injured and resting today in order to ensure the rest of his season kind of goes the way he wants it and isn't held back by an injury here. So CJ Wetzel bumping up, taking the initiative to go out and go for the varsity spot and help out the team in any way he can is pretty awesome to see, especially under the light here.
Junior Peyton Sardina. From the Bengals, Tate Cuthbert.
Tate Cuthbert, also a pretty big name here at Lewiston. Didn't have the season he wanted to have last year, but this offseason came back, worked super hard, ended up taking 8th last weekend at Raleigh Lane Invitational, which is a tournament with over 1,600 wrestlers and just shy of becoming an All-American tournament. So it's pretty big win for him here, and he's excelled also on the freestyle side of things, along with his brother who just went out there and shook the air. Must be a forfeit at that weight as well. So starting off this duel, the Bengals are going to have forfeits here at 98. So Lakeland is going to be ahead there, 6-0, but Lakeland has a forfeit at 190, making it pretty even from the start. So should be a 6-6 match, or 6-6 duel right away. So we'll see which one of them comes out on top. And also a pretty important thing here would be bonus points. Both teams looking for pins and techs and majors, as they are going to be more points than just a regular decision win, with a regular decision win only being 3 team points, major being 4, and tech fall being 5, and a fall being 6.
Up now, Jacob Lewis and Damon Huddleston.
All right, starting the action here at 215 pounds, we have Jacob Lewis and Damon Huddleston. On my sheet here, it says Bryce Cuthbert going in for 215, but kind of bumping the lineup, get him a match, because he's almost a guaranteed win here. But Jacob Lewis saying, I want this spot, I want this match, and taking the initiative to go out and get it. He's going pretty hard hands. Huddleston kind of looking for inside ties there, maybe looking slide by. Yep, there it was, an attempt there. They're right back in that position. 2-on-1 by Lewis here. Looks like he lost his footing there, but recovered pretty well. Still on his feet, no scores yet. Huddleston in that front headlock position. All right, Lewis works his way out, gets back in front, better position here for him. Slide by, there it is again. Right into a shot by Lewis, stuffed by Huddleston. No score yet. Lewis works back to his feet. A little inside trip attempt there by Huddleston. Oh, Huddleston works into that underhook position. Lewis still fighting the hands there, trying to get his head out. working to get better position here. This spot isn't great for him. And there, Huddleston dumps it. No score yet. 3 awarded now. Huddleston gets behind. Lewis on bottom here, working his way up. Legs going in by Lakeland. They're very notorious for putting boots in and going for cradles, so we'll probably see a lot of that here in the next upcoming matches. Guillotine attempt by Huddleston, twerking on that arm. Lewis gets it back. No points scored there. Less than 10 seconds to go here in the first period. And Lewis to his feet. 1 point right as the whistle goes out. Yeah. Lakeland defers choice. Lewis chooses bottom. Reversal here ties it up, but if he's able to get an escape and then a takedown, he'll take the lead there, 5-3. Chop right off the whistle by Huddleston. Lewis fights out of it, works to his feet, on his feet here. He needs to turn and face him in order to be awarded the point. Returned by Huddleston. We're back in this top-bottom position here. Huddleston working halves. Both sides. Lewis not succumbing to it, though. He's back up to his feet, gets his escape. Now the score is, now Huddleston only winning by a tight margin, 1 point. It's anyone's match here going 30 seconds into the second. Lewis back in on a leg, but Huddleston back in that front head draw position, working for another takedown. Lewis not giving it up that easy, though. He's back up to his feet. No score yet. Back up, no score. Interesting scramble there by both guys. Both working to score or not be scored on. Trying to keep the action going and keeping it close. Lewis back in on that leg. Seen this position a couple times now. Huddleston goes cradle, looking for some back points as well. Gets the 3 takedown. Again, like I said earlier, this is what Lakeland's bread and butter. This is what they're looking for here. They're going for those cradles and those leg rides, and they're pretty successful with them. Huddleston chooses neutral going into the third. Back into that slide by position where he has that collar tie and over tie. Snaps. Lewis goes pass by. Lewis heavy on the head still. Not giving in to Huddleston's pressure yet. Oh, shot attempt by Huddleston. Stuffed by Lewis. Lewis working to get around, make it a 1 point match here. No score yet. Back to their feet. Nothing. Oh, right into a shot by Lewis. Stuffed and ran out of bounds. We're going to reset back in the neutral position here in the center. Back into that overtime position, this time for Lewis. Typically in this match we've seen Huddleston go for the overties, looking for the slide bys or snap downs, but there we had Lewis going for it. Oh, there it is for Huddleston again. Shot attempt by Lewis. No score, they're back up, back to their feet. Lewis still moving his feet pretty quickly though. He doesn't appear to be too tired. Fireman's attempt. Stuffed. Cow catcher by Huddleston. Back on him. Lewis recognizing that there's short time is really working right now. A lot of grit and determination to get this takedown, make it a 1-point match here. And Huddleston just holding on to the leg for dear life. Lewis gets the takedown, 19 seconds to work on top. He needs to either cut him here and try and take him down again, or turn him here for at least 2 points. So 2 back points would seal the deal here for Lewis, but Huddleston not going, still remaining strong. Both wrestlers working from whistle to whistle. Amazing bout by both. Tight match. Anybody's game if they come and see each other again next time. Both wrestlers out there going for it the entire 6-minute bout. Great wrestling by both.
I'm excited for what Parker Bagley got in his calves.
Yeah, Parker Bagley, only a sophomore here at Lewiston High School, already has varsity experience from last year. Just an insanely athletic kid. Yeah, he has a pretty good shot making the state podium this year. Made it to day 2 at Raleigh Lane last weekend. Pretty tough feat. Those are where the best of the best meet up. So winning matches there is amazing. But Parker fast to get to his ties. Quick underhook, bear hug, right to a takedown. Quickly on top. Works the half, stays, but
very fast with it.
Very fast, yes. Still able to get one escape and reset the position, but I don't think this is worrying Bagley too much here, as he was able to take him down with ease pretty quickly last time, less than 17 seconds into the bout. Looks like we have blood, maybe? No? I don't really know what that stoppage was about, but
I'm confident that he has this one.
Yeah, for sure. His gas tank and athleticism.
Really going to pull him through. Really
yep.
Pull him through.
In on a high C. Big lift by Bagley.
Oh!
Right to his back. Should be 3 plus some. He's looking for a fall here. And it looks like he's going to get it. Holding him there. He just needs to keep 1 point of contact. Either him or Steele need to keep 1 point of contact in the circle in order for it to be in bounds. 1 point goes out, or they go out at all, then they're going to call it out of bounds. It's going to reset to the center. That's a tight hold there. Really working it. On the edge of the mat, though. So, hopefully, there it is, the pin.
There we go.
45 seconds remaining in the first period. Bagley seals the deal, gets the fall. Big lift here. Just insane athleticism by Bagley. Boom. Down he goes, right to the pin.
And there
all right.
he strives out to be victorious.
Yep. 98, we have Josiah Kuntz accepting the forfeit. 6 points is going to go on the board for Lakeland, but it's going to come back at that 190-pound weight class where Bryce Cuthbert is accepting a forfeit. Now we have Jimmy Sams, a sophomore from Lewiston, facing off Caleb Adams, a junior from Lakeland at the 106-pound division. Sam's just an explosive wrestler. His second year on varsity, and he's only a sophomore, so has varsity experience and experience under the light, which can be pretty nerve-wracking for people whose it's their first time underneath. But Jimmy having this experience under his belt is going to be good for him. Straight into that front headlock position. Adams holds on to that elbow, might be looking to drag out. Yep. Drag attempt there. Oh, right into a fireman's from that elbow, getting the first takedown of the bout. But Sams remains poised, fights hands here. He's working to get up. Adams goes into that half. There, and Jimmy gets his escape, or Sams gets his escape. And Adams quit wrestling there for a second, and Sams recognized it and came after him right away. Back in that collar tie position. Snap attempt there by Sams. Just getting him moving. Hoping to set something up here.
Oh, and he goes down. Still an ad.
Inside position there for Sam's. Oh,
Oh,
shot
they're down.
attempt here. Sam's in on both legs. Adams doing a good job stuffing, and he ends up getting behind for the next 3 points, making the score 6-1 Adams. Jimmy working out right away. Got to his feet there for a second. Adams returns them to the mat. Score still 6-1, ending the first period of the bout. Sam's getting the choice here at the beginning of this match, chooses top. Interesting choice. Typically, wrestlers here will defer, give the choice to the opposing team so that they have it for the last period. But Sam's is obviously confident with his top game and thinks he can turn him. So let's see if he can. Throws a boot in there with a half. Gets it slightly out of position for just a second. Adams takes advantage of it, scores that reversal, and he's back on top. Sam's getting a little funky there, going Granby roll, but Adams catches him on his back there, fighting to get out of the hold. And Adams secures the fall, and another 6 points will go on the board for the Lakeland Hawks. All right, beginning the 113-pound weight class, we have Cade Knopp and Brody Lynch, both returning state qualifiers from last year. Knopp at 106 and Lynch at 113. So they didn't see each other, as Lewiston was a division ahead of Lakeland last year, but with the new change, they'll probably be seeing each other a lot this coming season. Lynch in on a shot there, works him in.
Gets his leg.
Yep. Knopp gets it back though, puts it back on the ground. They're reset in a pretty neutral position. Both of them have 50-50s. Reshot there by Lynch. Gets the first gets the first takedown of the bout. Knopp still working though. He's holding on to that leg.
Just keeps going for it. Keeps going.
Lynch looking up for advice from his corner there. Not sure what to do. He's got that 2-on-1 there. Might be looking for a cheap tilt here. Yep, there he goes for it. Doesn't quite get it there. Kind of gets out of position. The Lakeland corner may be looking for a stall call. There it is right there. Typically the offensive wrestler in that position has 5 seconds on their feet to return the defensive wrestler or let him go, but Lynch stayed up there just slightly too long, got that stall warning. The next stall call on Lynch will be a point for Knopp. Lynch back in on that leg, gets on top. Knopp reverses the situation though, makes the most out of it here. Ending the first period 3-2, pretty tight match. At this point, it's looking like Lynch has the advantage in the neutral position, and Knopp is doing better in the bottom position. Lynch chooses defensive position here. We haven't seen him here yet, but here he is, right up to his feet, working quickly. The Lewiston corner is asking for a stall call here, as Knopp did run him out of bounds there, but no stall call awarded. Here they are again. Knop drops down to the legs, returns into the mat. Knop may be looking for the ride out here. Just push it to the next round. Let him have his choice. Not too much action happening here on the circle. Stalemate called. Resetting back in the middle. Lynch on bottom. Knop on top. And there we see Lakeland, Knop going for their cradle. Very notorious for it, as mentioned earlier. He's got it locked up. Not being a pretty tall and lengthy 113-pounder, Brody might be expecting this heading into the bout just by looking at him. He's got the length, can hit this from basically anywhere when you're that tall for the weight class. Both boys working here. Lynch fighting hands, not letting that cradle go, and right as I say that, Knop gets it for a second, but Lynch does not quit wrestling and works out of the position. No points there. Lynch to his feet, fighting hands. Lewiston still looking for the stall there, but nothing awarded. Tough ride by Knop on top. Heading into the third. He chooses bottom. This is a pretty smart move for Knop, as he was able to get out earlier with ease. Which could end up tying the matchup or putting Knop ahead. Knop goes quad pod up to his feet. Fighting hands, trying to get away. Gets the one, ties the score up 3-3. And 20 seconds into the third. The next takedown here could be what seals the deal for the match. There we go. Brody right into a leg. Knop working that far ankle. Not much action happening. Stalemate. They're back up to their feet. Score 3-3 with 1 minute and 18 seconds to go. All right, underhooks by Knop here, running him out of bounds, but Lynch keeps the pressure going. Back in on a leg. Good little shot there. Out of bounds, no points scored. 1 minute to go, halfway through the third. The energy in here right now is pretty electric. Both teams rooting for their people in this tight match. Knop in on legs, goes Iranian there, dumps him, no score yet. Lynch holding on to that ankle, trying to prevent him from hooking his leg and stepping over, but right as we say that, Knop gets the 3, making the score 6-3 Knop. Last round, Knop was able to ride Lynch out with ease, so Lynch needs to really change up his game plan here, get some points. He needs 3 to tie it up at least, or an escape and a takedown 4. So 15 seconds to go. Knop keeping pressure on him, not letting up on that ride. And it's looking like he's going claw ride here. All right. Really, really tight match. Both wrestlers looked pretty good in all positions, but Knop takes it for this one. Excited for this rematch. Hopefully they'll wrestle again this season before districts and get more experience with each other going into bigger matches. All right, 120. Lakeland, big name here. Carson Leonard, returning state champ, sophomore from Lakeland, facing off against Christian Spruill. Pretty unexperienced here, only a freshman. You see Leonard goes straight into slide by there, right off of Spruill's ties. Goes right into a tilt. No score there. Transitions from that tilt to a bar and a half. That looks tight. Straight to the tilt there. No swipes, though. Spruill fighting hard here, not wanting to give up any extra points. Kind of got down early. Straight to the bar. Leonard looking for a fall here. Might close it out early. Spruill still fighting hard, though, off his back. Almost got it there. Leonard keeping pressure, though. And Spruill fights off. Remains poised. Has the grit and determination to fight off his back against this, like, tough, high-level opponent. It's not just giving it up for him. With all that near fall, Leonard has added up 15 points, which has given him the tech in the first period. Minute and 29 seconds for win for Carson Leonard here. Making the score 23-6 for the Lakeland Hawks. Next up, we have a rematch between Jace Hendren and Jaron Knopp. Both very high-level wrestlers. Jaron Knopp placed 5th at last year's state tournament in the 4A division. Hendren placed 3rd in the 5A division, both at different weights. Hendren coming down from 32, whereas Knopp coming up from 120. Knopp has a length advantage here, kind of a bit taller and is able to stand a little bit farther away from him and still reach him and keep him at arm's length there. In on a leg. Hendren whizzing down. Ultimately, Knopp comes out on top there, gets his 3. Puts those legs in. Looking for a Turk. Hendren not given, though. Still fighting. Legs in, power half. Knopp getting swipes here. Should be another couple points going up on the board for the near fall. But Hendren fights out. Still working to improve here. Gets that boot. Should be a potentially dangerous position here. Knopp gets the 4 near fall. They're going to reset. Hendren on bottom, Knopp on top. Hendren right up to his feet. Big return by Knopp. Back down. Hendren still working, though. Leg in. Leg in. Another legs in power half by Knopp. Hendren fighting that leg. There he goes. He gets the leg to the outside. Now he's fighting hands. Knopp looking to put that leg back and keep that controlled position. Hendren kind of sees it coming now after Knopp puts it in twice in the first. Headed to the second. Lakeland is going to have the choice. They defer. Hendren chooses neutral. Not back in on that leg. Goes Iranian, dumps him, no score yet. Hendren holding on to that far ankle. Back up, kind of in a scramble position. Knopp catches him on his back here. Looks like Hendren was working to funk roll out of it, but Knopp, experience there, ends up catching him and gets 3 on the takedown and 4 near fall, making this a 14-0 match. One more point for Knopp will seal the deal, so Hendren needs to really work here and avoid getting turned at all costs. Not back in on that half, keeps those legs in. He's been pretty successful with it this far in the bout. And there's the swipes again. And he might be looking for the fall here as well. Get some bonus points, get an extra team point on the board. Put Lakeland a little further ahead, but Hendren gets over. Win by tech by Jaron Knopp over Jace Hendren. A minute and a half into the second.
Now,
this is going to be another good rematch here. Cohen Roberts, a sophomore, returning state qualifier for the Bengals, facing off Justin Baxter. Baxter was ahead 7-0, and Roberts was able to come back from the deficit and get the fall in the second just 2 weekends ago at the 5A duels in Lakeland. Baxter working that front head draw position. That's typically where a lot of cradles come out of, so him being from Lakeland, that would make sense. Little shot attempt by Baxter. Slide by Roberts. No score, though. Both wrestlers hand fighting strong here. Another snap attempt by Baxter. Shot attempt by Roberts going out of bounds. No score. They're going to reset in the middle and neutral. 0-0 with a minute and 15 seconds left in the first. Shot attempt by Baxter. Roberts stuffs. Got that shin whizzer on. Baxter looking to elevate the leg. Hopefully get his arm out and get his 3, excuse me. Stalemate called, though. Back to their feet. Back to that snap down. Cohen makes the most of it, though, and goes in straight to a double leg where he gets the 3 takedown, and it floats right into a bar for him, and he has the wrists. Baxter still fighting it, though. Cohen Roberts back in that slide by position, gets that inside leg in, goes for a Merkle, doesn't quite get it to go. 9 seconds left. He might just be looking to hold on here, not give up any extra points. Right as I say that, though, Baxter back in on the cradle. No points awarded, or a reversal awarded there for Baxter, making the score 3-2. Roberts leads. Baxter chooses neutral going into the second. Slide by right off the whistle for Roberts. Gets him right down with only 4 seconds into the second. So next period, Roberts might be thinking neutral position, as he has been more successful getting the takedowns here. Maybe looking for a Turk here in a kind of a scramble position. Baxter tripods up with that leg and circles to it. No score, though. Roberts circles back behind, gets back in control there. Roberts may be looking for a stalemate here, reset the position, let him get somewhere that's a little more comfortable for him. Baxter hunts the head, maybe looking to catch Roberts on his back. Roberts just gives up the points there, wrestles smart there, decides let's give up 2 here instead of potentially 6 or maybe a fall. So smart wrestling by Roberts, but he's still working here. Baxter in on that cradle position and turns Roberts, but no score here. Back in that scrambly position. Looks like they're going back and forth, but isn't able to hold him there quite long enough to get the points that he needs in order to... Oh, ref holds down 3 fingers there, so maybe he has. He does get the 3 near fall, but Roberts reverses the situation right away, making the score 8-7, restarting back in the middle. Roberts probably looking to ride out for the last 11 seconds, keep his lead here going into the third, and we'll see what he chooses for his choice. 5 seconds remaining, no score. And Cohen Roberts leads 8-7 going into the second. Roberts chooses neutral. Pretty good choice on his part. Was able to take him down with ease the last couple times. Baxter shines pretty well on the top position and on bottom, as seen. Oh. Roberts looking for blood time. Or he's signaling to the ref that Baxter poked his eye, hoping the ref will call him on hands to the face there, give him a warning. Just let him know what's going on to prevent anything from happening to either wrestler. Cohen in on the 2-on-1. Hand fighting pretty tough here. Score still 8-7. Baxter in on a leg. Roberts stuffs it, pushes on the hips, hoping to break the lock. Baxter probably looking for a stalemate here, as he's not in great position to score as Roberts is. There's a stalemate. They're back up on their feet. There's that slide by again by Roberts. Oh, he goes for it again. Catches him on his back. He's gonna look for, gets 3 at least, and maybe even a potential fall here. Halfway through the third, the crowd is going wild for Roberts here. Lewiston wrestlers on the sideline signaling for the fall. They're wanting it. Roberts just has to hold him here for the next minute, and he has the match clenched. Right as I say that, Baxter back off his back. Cohen extending his lead now to 15-7, which is a major decision, which will be 4 team points awarded to the Bengals if Roberts is able to keep this lead. He goes right in, sinks in a bar. Baxter defends. Roberts catches a leg Turk. Getting swipes here. Might be looking for a tech fall late in the third. Incredible round by Cohen Roberts. Put up 11 points this round with that near fall, so he has definitely not slowed down at all. He's kept his pace up, and in the third period, most wrestlers die out and they aren't able to keep the energy they started the match with. Not Roberts. Roberts was able to keep that going all matches. He celebrates. The crowd goes wild for him. Exciting bout, fun to watch. Both wrestlers wrestled whistle to whistle. Roberts' energy and pace, though, could not be matched by Baxter. Next up, 138 pounds, Wyatt Laney versus Cash Lund. Wyatt took this match a couple weeks ago at the 5A duels pretty handedly, so let's see what he's going to do this time. Ooh, fast hands by Laney. Gets the ankle pick straight up to the leg. Single, goes far side trip. Claw ride. Put a boot in there. Lund works to his feet. Looks like he's going to get his escape there. Laney still up by 3. Oh, big lat drop on the edge by Laney. Had he done that in the middle, probably would have been 7 points, but definitely is a mental shock there for Lund, thinking he might be a little more scared to get into Laney's ties and might not be wrestling his match now, might be wrestling more Laney's match. Shot attempt by Laney, stuffed with that head hand defense by Lund. No score. Back in that position. Laney catches that ankle again. Back to that lat drop. It's gonna go 7 points for Laney at least, if not a fall here. Extending his lead 10, or it looks like he only received 3 near fall for that. So 9-1. Already a major decision. He might be looking for a tech here, or possibly a fall. Stalemate there, resetting with 12 seconds to go. There's that lat drop again, just beautiful. Straight to his back, felt the pressure right away and was able to get that score. Like a highlight-worthy move. Hit on all levels. There's that Cole roll tilt attempt. Not quite able to get it to go. 1 second remains. Lund gets the escape. Just barely beats the buzzer. Lund defers. Green takes the choice. He goes on bottom. And 1 point escape plus a 3 takedown and then maybe 4 near fall would seal the deal here for Laney. So there he's back on his feet, fights the hands, almost gets away there, loses his footing. London on a leg. No change there. Laney going back on bottom. He's pretty comfortable here, was able to get to his feet twice, so only a matter of time before he finally breaks away from Lund and gets that point. There's a mat return by Lund. Laney working out on bottom there again. Fighting hands, back to his feet. Returned again. But if he just keeps his pace and keeps on going for it, then eventually it's gonna work. Or at least he'll tire out Lund going into the third. But there's his escape there, puts him up 10-2. Fake by Laney. Right into a shot there on Lund's reaction. Sets it up perfectly. Laney has an underhook. Position maybe his strongest spot against Laney here. There's that mat return again. Laney gets a boot in. Elevates that leg. Looking for a leg Turk off the leg ride. See if he can get it here with 20 seconds remaining. At this point, Laney may be just looking to ride out here, give up no points, and go into the third period. His choice. It's Lund's choice going into the third period. But Laney's looking pretty strong in every position, so. Lund chooses bottom. Lund still fighting hands here. Fighting those hands with his elbows. There, he gets that arm over to the opposite side of his head. Might be helpful to get him an escape, but Laney has that boot in, it looks like, which may make it a little tricky for him. There's that half. Laney turns him. No scores awarded there. Just too quick on his back to get off his back that no points are awarded. Halfway through the third here. No score by either this period. Tough crossface by Laney. Claw ride. Breaks him down. Puts that boot, or attempts to put that boot in again. Lund probably sees it coming now. Lund back up to his feet. Breaks away. Gets one escape. 30 seconds remaining. Lund kind of takes a extended shot. Laney looking re-attack there. Doesn't quite get it.
Wrestle smart, Wyatt. Wrestle smart. Wrestle smart, Wyatt.
Lund back in on the leg. Circles single. Elevates it up. Laney shin whizzering down. 5 seconds remain. No score. Laney closes it out. 13-3. Very good match. Highlight-worthy moves there by Laney. Looking good. He gives a nod to the crowd. Gets his arm raised. Good performance by Laney. All right, Gunnar Whitlock versus Cole Cooper at 144 pounds. This one was a tight one a couple weeks ago. But Cooper did end up taking it there. Whitlock pushing the pace early. Heavy hands, fakes there. Looking to set something up. Whitlock, a returning state placer last year, placed 6th in the 5A division. And just an extremely high-level wrestler. Works his positions. Gets big moves all the time. Those fake to that outside single. Big club there by Whitlock. Halfway through the first, no score yet. Also pretty noteworthy by Whitlock, a couple weeks ago, he placed 4th at Tri-State, one of the bigger tournaments here in Idaho. Oh, little confusion there with the ankle bands. Gunnar Whitlock puts on the green ankle band and Cole Cooper puts on the red, but they get it fixed. And the score fixed back to how it's supposed to be, and there we go. Snap attempt by Whitlock. Both wrestlers holding position here. Not much action going so far. Cooper runs him out of bounds. And it looks like Whitlock tried to hit a headlock there. Fake right off the whistle. Gets Cooper reacting.
Pretty even match right here.
Yeah, both very evenly matched. Headed into the second 0-0. Gunnar gets first choice. He defers. Cooper chooses bottom. At this point, an escape could win the match. It could be him getting that escape could put him ahead 1-0, and if Whitlock isn't able to respond to it, that could be what finishes the match. Whitlock holds on to that claw ride, returns him. This is the position where Cooper won it last time. He got a couple stall calls called on Whitlock because he would just be looking for those stall calls on the stand-up, which is pretty smart tactic. But here Whitlock learns from it, lets him go, decides I can take control of this match and work him on his feet. Ooh, little action there. A flurry from both wrestlers going in on reshots and attacking. Both wrestlers holding pretty good position thus far, not really letting either one of them get to a leg. Oh. Whitlock almost gets the leg there. Loses it on the way up though. Reset him. 58 seconds to go. There's a shot by Cooper. Back in those ties.
Cooper's defense seems really good right now. Whitlock seems like he's trying to go for the legs on Cooper right now.
Yeah. Little duck under there by Whitlock. Scramble. Cooper catches Whitlock though in the motion, putting him ahead 4-0. Pretty tight there. Cooper puts those legs in, looking for a turn here, and to end the second, excuse me. And 6 seconds remaining, no score. And that'll close out the second period. Cooper ahead 4-0. That little scramble.
Go down. Go down.
Whitlock chooses bottom.
You gotta take it down.
His corner is yelling 1 then 3. They're wanting him to get the escape first and then take him down, tie it up, push it into overtime. Gunner definitely has the gas tank to take it into overtime and win it there.
Hey, do it again. You gotta go again.
Whitlock's corner is looking for a stall call there. Nothing awarded though. Whitlock back to that quad pod position. Cooper looking to put boots in. Whitlock fighting it. His corner yelling him to get control of the hands. Cooper flattens him out. Not a great position for Whitlock, but if he can work up like he is doing right now. His corner yelling is high. Probably hoping for Whitlock to headhunt there and potentially get 2 and then 4. But Whitlock still working. Minute and a half to go. Whitlock fighting hands there. Aggressive hand fight on top by Cooper. Stalemate called. Whitlock getting the reset. This might be just what he needs here in order to get up. Yep, right to his feet, right out, right away. Whitlock pushing the pace now. He knows what he needs here. He needs that takedown in order to push it into overtime. Fake there, reshot, puts Cooper to his back. The crowd just explodes. 3 takedown awarded for Whitlock and 2 near fall off of that. But Cooper able to get right back up to his feet, making the score 6-5.
Hey, be smart.
Lakeland coach is asking for the near fall to be taken off the scoreboard. Respectfully goes up to the coach, or goes up to the ref, talks to him about it. But it doesn't look like anything will be done to change that. Oh, near fall is taken away from the score.
Down by 1.
Putting it to where Whitlock is down by 1 point, 40 seconds to remain. Whitlock shoots a thumbs up to the crowd though. He's confident that he can get it back here. Let's see what he can do. Heavy ties right in on the leg. Right in on that leg. Pressure, pressure. Reshot by Cooper. Runs him out of bounds. They're back neutral, 33 seconds to go. 5-4. Cooper is ahead. Whitlock still heavy on the head. Fake there, fake. Right to the shot. Circles, gets in on the single. Scrambles out. No takedown, they're back to their feet. Gunner shoots a smile at the crowd. He's happy to be here, he's having fun. It's what it's all about in the end. 15 seconds to go. To that single, he's up on his feet. 7 seconds. He needs to get it. 4 seconds. Stalling. Nothing doing though. Cooper's defense stays strong. 4-5. These two will definitely see each other again in bouts to come. So looking forward for that rematch again.
CJ Wetzel.
CJ Wetzel coming out again. He's one of our 157 is injured this week, so we have Mason Fowling bumping up to 157 to cover that spot. And CJ Wetzel steps up from his JV position and takes on the varsity match. So here we go. He's not quite as experienced under the spotlight, but let's see what he can do. Howell shoots for that leg, doesn't quite get it. There he goes again, just relentless on it. Right to a claw ride. Boots in. Wetzel still fighting out of it, not just giving anything to him at all. There's the swipes for Howell there. Looking for a cradle is Howell. Again, one of just Lakeland's bread and butters here, but Wetzel not giving it up. Breaks him back down. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the bout. In the round, I mean. Howell gets a hold of that butcher. Looking to turn him there. Comes back onto the hips. Locks up a cradle. His leg's stuck funny, though. I delayed him to get it, but there it is. But Wetzel's still fighting it, not just giving anything to him by any means. Legs back in by Howell. Crossface hard right into a power half. Gets the half in, sinks it. Wetzel on his back, 10 seconds remain. Hopefully he can run out of clock here before the call gets made, but this is pretty tight. Wetzel comes back over, fights it till the very end. Howell ahead 10-0 going into the second. Howell puts those boots in right in on the half. Turning Wetzel. This could be a match ender right here. It's a tight half. Saturday night ride there. Comes back, transitions over. Looking for the fall here. Even without a fall, if Wetzel gets back over, that's going to put Howell ahead by 14 points. One more point, and it's a tech fall, giving Lakeland another 5 team points. Locks up a bar, has him on his back. Even if he doesn't get the fall here, he will be securing the tech and granting Lakeland at least another 5, if not 16 points if he does not get the fall. right here. But Wetzel's still fighting it, not giving anything up by any means. Still working hard. Still fighting. No fall, and he's back over. That's going to be the match. Lakeland is going to lead after that, 36-14.
Now at 157 pounds, Mason Fowling.
Mason Fowling, another one of the Bengals returning state qualifiers from last year. Bumping up to 157 today to fill in Cedar Betzold's varsity spot. Mason fighting for that wrist right there. Double. Finishes it. Gets stuffed initially, but decides to keep moving and gets the 3 takedown there. Mason looking for a cradle. Fowling is very well known for how good his cradles are and being able to pull him out of basically any position. So if we see him lock up a cradle tonight, it would not be that big of a surprise to anyone. Right here, he's putting legs into a power half, getting some swipes. If he can flow on top, he might be getting a fall here. Oh. Howell catches his arms though, looking for a reversal in a power Granby type position. But yep, he's gonna get the reversal and some swipes here. And we're gonna reset back into the center as they go out of bounds. So 4 near fall for Fowling, 2 reversal, 2 reversal and 3 near fall awarded for Hammer. Hammer hooks up a bar off that whistle, flattens him out. 55 seconds to go. Only a minute and 10 seconds into the first, and already 13 points on the board, or 12 points on the board. Already pretty dynamite match. Both wrestlers just going after it, whistle to whistle. Hammer gets right back onto that chop, breaks Fowling down, works that arm bar. Fowling catches the leg, ends up reversing the situation. Looks for 2, gets his 2 reversal and some swipes right now. So he's going to be ahead at least another 4 points for that near fall. Fowling puts legs in, gets a little high there for a second, but is able to break Hammer down, putting him out of danger there. 2 near fall right there at the end. Fowling ahead 15-5 going into the second. Only 2 minutes into this bout and already 20 points on the board. Fowling defers. Hammer chooses top. Fowling to his feet. Switch attempt by Fowling. Hammer somehow holding onto that arm tight, preventing Fowling from being able to get that takedown, or reversal, excuse me. But ultimately Fowling comes out and gets that arm back, and here he's hooking up a cradle. It's a little high, rolls through. And Hammer catches him on his back. No near fall though. Fowling ahead 17-7. A minute and 15 seconds remaining. Hammer putting legs in, looking for that power half. Fowling swims the head. No score. Hammer resets position, gets his hips back on top. 49 seconds remaining in the second period. Hammer choosing top. He's going to really want to work to get points here, as fouling is going to get choice next, so he's going to have pretty limited options as to where he's wanting to score from. Fouling, though, keeps wrestling through and ends up catching a leg of Hammer's. No score, though. No score yet. Hammer holds on to that head to prevent the reversal, but fouling pops it out and is able to get that 2 reversal, putting him ahead by 12 points to end the second. And cradles it up, maybe looking for some extra swipes here at the end. 1, 2. I don't think he got it. Oh. 2 near fall was awarded. There 2 seconds remain, and fouling able to get it done. So fouling up by 14 points. 1 escape here will seal the deal for him and give him the match. Pretty dominant fashion as well. Fouling a little fatigued. Works the wrists. Hammer locks up a bar. Fouling turns. This might be a comeback move here by Hammer. Will at least get him a couple swipes and near fall points. But fouling reverses the situation, gets back on top. 4 near fall points for Hammer and 2 reversal for fouling, makes the score 23-11. Here's one of those cradles of foulings. Might end the match here. Doesn't look like Hammer's in pinning position right away yet, but will for sure be a technical fall for fouling. And they reset for a near fall. And that will do it for Mason Fouling. Winner by technical fall. 1 minute and 5 seconds into the third. It's going to make the score 19-36 in favor of the Lakeland Hawks. Caleb Peterson takes the mat here for the Bengals, facing off against Thayer Sabatke of Lakeland. Heavy ties there by Peterson. Fake attempt by Thayer. In on a shot, gets stuffed, reshot by Thayer, right to the takedown. Legs in by Thayer. It's crossface, might be looking for a Turk or a cradle. Peterson recognizes the position, gets himself free. Thayer has a strong hold on that wrist. He's gonna do a spiral ride. Peterson works to get out. They are pretty tough on top here. Peterson has no real answer for any of his work on top. Isn't able to score or get to a position where he can score here. Thayer is staying pretty heavy on him. Power Granby roll there. And with that motion, Peterson tries to get up, but Thayer ultimately brings him back down and keeps the pressure on him. 3 seconds remain. Ending the first, score 3-0 in favor of Thayer. Thayer defers. Peterson chooses neutral. Kind of an interesting choice here for Peterson. Peterson keeps his motion going. Double attempt. Caught by Thayer. Right into a high C of his own. Making the score 6-0 for Thayer Sabatke. Thayer still being extremely tough on top, not allowing much action for Peterson here on bottom. Thayer catches a half here, right to a pin, giving the Lakeland Hawks another 6 points, advancing the score to 42-19 in favor of the Hawks. Tate Cuthbert takes the mat, another super exciting wrestler to watch for the Bengals. Recently placed 8th at Raleigh Lane in a 53-person bracket. Super explosive, just fun to watch. Put in a ton of work over the offseason and has wrestled all over the country. Tate holding good position here, not allowing for any of Sardina's ties. Oh, looks for a little knee pull single there. Collar tie for Cuthbert. Little pass by a 10th for Sardina. Gets a takedown right into the shot. Beautiful finish by Sardina. Wasted no time once he got in on that leg to finish it. Cuthbert working hands though. Right up. Cuthbert in a front headlock position. Sardina reaches for a leg, runs him out of bounds, resetting back to the center. Oh. Neutral. Sardina leads 3-1. Cuthbert in on a leg, circles to it, gets it off the mat. Big finish there, catches him on his back, but it does not hold control long enough to get the takedown. Transition straight into a headlock. Should be at least 7 points here coming off of that. Just that continuous chain wrestling makes Tate Cuthbert so hard to keep up with. He just does not stop moving, and he never gives up on anything. Like, he saw the deficit he was in. He was down 3-1, and he took it and made the most out of it and found his positions. And gets the pin. Little flex, claps, celebrates to the crowd and his team. And he's going to take that win with a pin. 7 seconds remaining in the first. Bryce Cuthbert, returning state medalist from last year. Nobody from the Lakeland Hawks to wrestle him, so he's going to just take out a forfeit. That's going to advance the Bengals another 6 points. Them losing 42-37. That closes out tonight's duel. Super fun and exciting match. Just a 5-point duel. One match going the other way could have sealed the deal and switched it, but great duel, great wrestling, and they'll be back again to face Sandpoint next. So tune in next time.